Let's look at Chicago wheat. We've been getting a bounce in Chicago wheat. We want to, get some idea where the price can go from here. My name is Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Today is April the 25th, 2025. And this here is my weekly Chicago wheat futures chart. It's a continuous chart. And yeah, each candlestick measures a week on this particular incident. So what I did here is I got a couple trend lines drawn. I have this upper trend line here connecting the tops of the candle bodies. And I use it as what I call a best fit approach to drawing my trend lines. I want to touch as many candles as possible. And I think that's just the best way to do it. I tend to use the candle bodies, but you can use the wicks if you want. And in all honesty, this trend line probably should be a wide band instead of a narrow line. The old saying that you should draw trend lines with crayons and not candles. I think this is a good example why that could be. But I also have this upper trend line. I drew this flat trend line here, and it looks like we're forming in a descending triangle, right? A descending triangle. So the highs are getting lower, and the support level is staying relatively the same. So it's kind of in a horizontal manner, descending triangle. Now I could draw another trend line here, and maybe perhaps I should be, but I go something like this to match this descending triangle. I'll just change that color here. There we go, make that one red. So what happens is these descending triangles, what you expect is with each test of this bottom trend line, the buyers get weaker, they get more exhausted. You're starting to reduce the buying. And as they get more exhausted, they get weaker, and eventually they break through that trend line. That's the odds. The highest probability it's going lower. That's the best, easy money. But as you get to this apex of this triangle here, let's get rid of this triangle just to simplify things a little bit. Once you get to the apex, the closer you get to the apex, and if you get 2/3 of the way or 70% of the way to the apex, then your probabilities of a breakdown in the price are reduced. So we're getting close to that percentage point. I haven't measured that out completely yet. We've had 1, 2, 3 tests down here. We've had one test as the upper trend line. I think we'll get another one. And before the price really decides if it's going to break above this red trend line, go higher and go lower. Now the odds that it's going lower are certainly higher. We're below the screen 50-week moving average. It's declining. Overhead, we have this purple 200-week moving average. It's declining also. So this trend, I think this thing, we're going to see some lower prices in the future, but in the near term, I still think we have a possibility of a rally. I'm not writing it off yet. Let's look at the daily chart again. We're below our 50-day and our 200-day moving averages. Like, you cannot be bullish under any situations. I feel we have another rise in the price. I feel we get another rally up to that $6 level, but it has not happened yet and is not showing us strong any indications really that's going to. So I really needed to get above 570 to build that conviction, but we'll see if my feelings are accurate or if we're going to dismiss our feelings and not talk about them anymore. My name is Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. It's sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.